What is up, you guys? Dizzy here, and today I'm going to be making a video here talking about Eminem albums, making a tier list for the Eminem albums. Here I'm going to be ranking all of them, uh, not necessarily every mixtape, but a couple of the mixtapes, more well known ones out there. By the way, guys, I'm making music. I'm actually gonna release an album very soon. I hope you guys enjoy the next album. It's not an album, it's a mixtape. But I mean, I'm just promoting myself because I mean, making music is something that I really like to do, and it's a just for fun thing. You know, just gonna be putting it out there for you guys, and yeah. So that's pretty much it. So we're going to be continuing the Eminem. Eminem is my favorite rapper of all time, and I respect him a lot. He's incredible. He's a incredible, talented artist, and a lot of people hate on him, and he doesn't deserve that much hate. Just because he's white or because he tries to be like very lyrical, that really doesn't matter. I like that shit. That you're lyrical and you talk about your shit. So yeah, man, we're gonna be doing this. So yeah, we're gonna be starting with the first album he released in 1996 called Infinite. This Infinite album is where he started from. Well, he was rapping before, but like this is his official work, to actually that he actually put together. So it's actually his first work, and it was an okay album. I mean, I get why it didn't make him famous, but at the same time, he does have really good songs in there, like Infinite, It's Okay, 313, and Tonight. I do think that Jealousy Woes is the worst, is the worst song in the album. But other than that, the album is listenable. It's a good album. I'm gonna be putting it in D tier. This is my opinion, guys, just to let you guys know. And I think it's a good thing that I'm putting it in D tier. So the next album or the next EP is going to be the Slim Shady EP. In this EP, there's a lot of songs that made Eminem what he is right now. Dr. Dre listened to this and he was like, "Wow, this is incredible," and that's what made him famous. This is what made him the star he is right now. Since it had really good hits, I mean, who who could blame this? Who who could blame the songs he made, man? Like this, the songs he made are incredible. If I had $1 million, man, that's a really 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 cool song. Just Don't Give a Fuck is another really good song. Just the Two of Us is a classic. Those three songs are gonna be later on the Slim Shady LP. But I mean, Just the Two of Us is mixed differently, and I really like this version better. I don't know why. It's just a little bit more darker, but it's still a cool song. Murder Murder is a song that's not on the LP, but I don't know why I didn't make it there since it's another good song that's in here. There's not really worse songs in this EP, but I just thought I'd include the best ones. And this is going to be on the C tier for me, just because it made this EP made Eminem what Eminem is today. So the next album we're gonna talk about is the Slim Shady LP. Now I have notes here. I got notes. I didn't script this, but I got notes of the songs. And the Slim Shady LP, the best songs here in 19. Well, he released this album in 1999, and the Slim Shady LP. This is what made Eminem. I mean, this is officially his official work, and this is literally what made Eminem what he is today. So his best songs are My Name Is, Guilty Conscience, Brain Damage, 97 Bunny and Clyde, Role Model, My Fault, Rock Bottom, I'm Shady, Bad Meets Evil, and Still Don't Give a Fuck. Those songs are great. I mean, of course, the ones on the EP that are in here are also great, but this is we're talking about the LP here, so those are the new songs that were introduced. The worst songs in here are "Come On Everybody" and "As the World Turns." I just really didn't like those. He tried to be funny, but I don't know, it just didn't really hit with me. So for this album, I'm going to be putting it in. I feel like putting it on the B tier just because it has more variety, man. Like it's just more shit in here. So yeah, those are my his three first projects. The next album we're gonna talk about is arguably his best album, his greatest commercial success, released in the year 2000. There's a lot of good songs in here. I'm barely 19, so I had no way to listen to this when it first came out. But it's I go back and I listen to it, and when I listened to it for the first time, I was in shock, and I thought, wow, this is crazy. Like this is how Eminem was back in the day. So yeah, man. So for the Marshall Mathers LP, the the good songs here are going to be are "Kill You," "Stan," "Who Knew," "The Way I Am," "The Real Slim Shady," "I'm Back," Marshall Mathers, "Drug Ballad," "Bitch Please 2," Kim, "Under the Influence" featuring D12, and "Criminal." And the worst songs here are Amityville and Remember Me. I just really didn't like those, but the best are those, man. And when I say they're the best, man. I think those are the best songs that probably Eminem has ever made. But anyways, for the album, in my opinion, like I said, this is my opinion. I'm going to be putting this on the A tier, just because I like to be harsh. I'm a critic, and I try to be, I'm not trying to like let shit slide. So that's what I think about the Marshall Mathers LP. For me, it's an A tier album. So in 2002, Eminem released the Eminem Show. Man, this is my personal favorite, my favorite album that he's ever released. Um, and it was another commercial success, but it just wasn't. It didn't match the amount of success the MMLP had. But I'm still going to put this, based on what I think where it should be. But this is my personal favorite album. It's good. His best songs are "White America," "Business," "Cleaning on My Closet," "Square Dance," "Soldier," "Say Goodbye Hollywood," "Without Me," "Sing for the Moment," "Superman," Haley song, "When the Music Stops," "Till I Collapse," "My Dad's Gone Crazy." Just listen, and there's no worse songs. I actually enjoy all these songs. It's just that the best are those. And for that reason, I'm going to be putting this in front of the MMLP. I just think that the Eminem Show is just a superior album in just a little bit. I'm not saying it's by far, but those two albums are complete classics. The next album I'm gonna talk about is a 8 Mile soundtrack album. Now I'm only gonna be ranking the Eminem songs because there's other songs in here that are not Eminem. So I'm only gonna be ranking the Eminem specifically songs, and all of them are incredibly good. All of them are incredibly good. So if I'm just picking the Eminem music, I'm gonna have to put this on the S tier. Lose Yourself, Love Me, 8 Mile, and Rabbit Run are incredible songs. And honestly, even though it's just four songs, they're all unique and incredible in their own way. So I don't know what to say. I think that's it's a better project than the Eminem Show. It's just for me, even though there's more content on the Eminem Show, but the songs itself are just it's because I don't know, man, because it doesn't have that much content. It does, but cause damn it, you know what? I feel like putting the Eminem show on the S tier, and you know what? Putting this on the A tier. There you go. That's what I want. Yeah, that's better. That's better. So the next project we're gonna be talking about here is going to be Encore. That's the one he released in 2004. It's a very mediocre album, in my opinion. It wasn't the greatest, it wasn't the worst, but I feel like it gets too much hate on how it is. But it does have a lot of bad songs in here. For me, the best songs here are Never Enough, Yellow Brick Road, Like Toy Soldiers, Mosh, Ass Like That, Ricky Tiki Talk, We as Americans, Love You More, and Mockingbird. Those are my favorite songs here. The worst songs are Evil Deeds, Puke, My First Single, Rain Man, Big Weenie, Just Lose It, One Shot, Two Shot. I just thought those songs were really bad, but that's why this album is a very mediocre album. I'm going to be putting this in the E tier. In the E tier, in my opinion. So yeah, E tier. Because there's a lot of there's songs that I really enjoy there. The next project I'm gonna be talking about, again, Eminem only songs. Uh, Eminem presents the re-up, and I don't really have worse songs here. The best songs are the re-up, You Don't Know, Public Enemy Number One, No Apologies, and Smack That. I like those songs. And this project is not that bad, you know. I think I'm gonna put it on the C tier. Yeah, I still think the Slim Shady EP is better, but you know it's right there. You know, it's not a bad project at all. If you guys hear noises, I'm sorry. It's just the background. I'm in the country. I'm not in the city, and there's a lot of noises. Okay, so the next project I'm going to be talking about here. Well, if I were to rank Current Call, I mean, obviously you can't because they're all musical hits, and there's only like two new songs. And Fact was just a complete joke, and When I'm Gone is one of my favorite songs. But if I were to rank based on those two songs, I'd say it would be like on the Encore because of Fact, dude. Fact is just horrible. But anyways, let's continue. We're going to go on Relapse. I feel like Relapse gets so much hate, and it doesn't deserve it, man. It doesn't deserve it. I'm going to pause just a little bit because there's a truck coming in, and those are very noisy. So I'll be back in just a second. All right, I'm back. I'm back, guys. And yes, I accidentally stopped recording, so I have to continue another recording again. But anyways, yeah, man, I feel like Relapse gets so much hate. It doesn't deserve it, man. I mean, literally, Eminem went through a drug overdose, and you know he almost died, man. And it's incredible that he's still alive right now. But you know, I don't think he made bad songs, man. Like I actually like the songs that he made. Cause look, man, the best songs in here are My Mom, Insane, Same Song and Dance, Deja Vu, Beautiful, Crack a Bottle, and Underground. And the worst songs here are Must Be a Ganja, We Made You, Bagpipes from Baghdad, and 3 a.m. And the other ones I really don't care about. But that's for just the amount of impact the song Beautiful had on me. I I just can't put it low, man. I do think it deserves the D tier spot. Honestly, I think it's higher than Infinite. So D tier is, yeah, it's in front of Infinite. And yeah, man, that's what I think about Relapse. So the next album, a successor to Relapse, released in 2010, is called Recovery. And man, Recovery is awesome. I like Recovery. The best songs in Recovery are Cold Wind Blows, On Fire, Going Through Changes, Not Afraid, Seduction, No Love, Cinderella Man, 25 to Life, So Bad. And the worst songs here is Almost Famous and White Trash Party. Those songs just never didn't fit in with the recovery scene. But this album is great. I enjoyed it a lot, man. I played it so many times because I was a kid when recovery came out, and Not Afraid came out, and I was in fourth grade, man. It was a good time, man. Man, memories. That's why recovery is always gonna be in a place in my heart, you know. For recovery, I feel like putting it a B tier, man. It actually surprised me when I first heard it, and I still surprise me to this day. It's a very replayable album. You could go back and play it again and again, and you won't get tired of it. Yeah, for me, that's what I think. All right, man. We're gonna go on the mixtape or the album. I don't know if it's a album or mixtape, but anyways, is going to be Bad Meets Evil, Hell the sequel. Oh, there's another truck. Okay. All right. So the next, I think I have it right here. Yeah, Hell the sequel. Now this is an incredible album, man, because I never knew that Royce and Eminem could go so hard in an album, and I honestly would like another album like this again, like just because of the big impact this had on me and a lot of people. The best songs here were Welcome to Hell, Fast Lane, Above the Law, I'm on Everything, A Kiss, Loud Noises, and Echo. And the worst for me are The Reunion and Take For Me. I just didn't really enjoy those. The other ones I really didn't care about. But yeah, man, this album is awesome. For me, I'm going to be putting it a C tier right before Eminem presents the re-up. I think it's a good spot for it. In my opinion, no, the next album we're gonna be covering is the sequel to the Marshall Mathers LP. He released this in 2013, and I was so hyped for it because I did go back and listen to the first Marshall Mathers LP. Um, back when Recovery came out, I listened to it again and then again and then again. That's when I was like a really, really huge Eminem fan. And then um, I'm still a really huge Eminem fan, but like what I'm saying is when I first really, really started to get into his music, and then they released a sequel to this, and I was very excited, man. I was like super excited. I was like, damn, finally we're gonna have you know good music. We've had good music, but like you know I was excited because it was the sequel to the Marshall Mathers LP, the greatest album that Eminem released. So, well, I'm talking about statistically, obviously. So, yeah, man. So I went into this thinking it was gonna be super good, and actually turned out to be. I actually turned out to be right. So yeah, the best songs here are Bad Guy, Rhyme of Reason, Survival, Legacy, Asshole, Berserk, Rap God, Love Game, Headlights, Evil Twin, and Groundhog Day. The worst songs in here, Stronger Than I Was, So Much Better, and Wicked Ways. I just didn't really like those. But though the best songs really overshine the worst, and I actually did enjoy it a lot. I feel like putting it on the C tier or the B tier. On the B tier. I'm gonna put it on the B tier. Yeah. Right below recovery. Right below recovery. All right, man. So it's 2014, and it's the Shady 15 mixtape, which had a lot of the shady 15 the shady rappers that were signed with Shady. But I'm only gonna be covering the Eminem albums. I mean the Eminem songs here for this mixtape. So yeah, so the best songs here, I really didn't think this mixtape was that great, but I actually did enjoy a couple of songs in here that were Psychopath Killer, Vegas, Guts Over Fear, Twisted, and Right For Me. The worst song for me here is Die Alone. I just didn't like Die Alone, like, at all. But the other ones I really didn't care about, like Shady 15, I really didn't care about. So this is going to be. Oh, where should it be? Where should it be? I feel like it should be right there with Encore. Yeah, right there with Encore. I just think it's good. It's good. It's good to be there with Encore. So yeah, the next album he released is Revival in 2017. Received a lot of backlash, and I understand why. This album had more worst songs than best. So yeah, let's get into it. So for me, this is going to be a F tier, F tier album, just because it didn't have songs that resonated with me. I mean, obviously, I'm a minority, and I appreciate that Eminem is fighting for us, man. I appreciate the courage. I mean, you already did the BET cipher, man. The BET cipher was the thing that we needed. We didn't need a whole album. Like, honestly, we didn't need a whole album. He did a lot for us, for Mexicans, for blacks, and I appreciate that, man. I appreciate your efforts and things like that, and standing up for us. But you shouldn't have made this about politics. If you were more focused for this album, he could have made a great album, like a recovery type album. But I guess he was just more trying to be more political, try to be more different. Not himself, more mainstream, and that's what really made this album fall for me. The best songs in here, and a lot of the people are not gonna agree with me, but these are my favorite songs from Revival. Is going to be Walk on Water, Believe, Framed, Castle, and Rose. Those are my favorite songs from Revival. The worst songs, man, I got a whole list. Heat, Chloroseptic, Untouchable, Remind Me, Bad Husband, Like Home, Tragic Endings, Offended, Nowhere Fast. Those songs I just did not like at all. But it is what it is. You have bad albums, you have good albums. It doesn't mean this is the end of his career. But yeah, it wasn't a good album. That's what I'm gonna say for sure. So here we have Kamikaze, his greatest comeback. I wanted to see him like this again, and I was very excited to come into this album again. Uh, yeah, so 2018 is 2018. He dissed everybody. He didn't give a fuck. We are going to put Kamikaze on the C tier, and I feel like Kamikaze should be in front of the C tier. It's just my opinion. No, 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 no. This is first the C tier. Then it's this C tier, and then it's this. Yes, yes. There we go. That's how I want it. It's just Kamikaze is insane. The best songs in here are The Ringer, Greatest, Lucky You, Stepping Stone, Not a Lie, Kamikaze, Fall, and Good Guy. And the worst song was Nice Guy. I just didn't like Nice Guy at all. I just thought it was a very weird song. But this album was great. I enjoyed this album. This is definitely a C tier album. Now, 2020, his latest album. You guys are not going to believe this. And I don't know why this album got so much hate. It did not deserve the hate it got. In my opinion, this is an A tier album. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? All the features Eminem had, Young Ma, Juice World, Skylar Grey, Black Thought, um, Q-Tip, Anderson .Paak, what's his name? What's it? The one in no regrets. The one in no regrets. Oh, what's his name? Don Tolliver. There we go. Don Tolliver. My bad. I will. We had Royce. We had the slaughterhouse besides Joe Budden, because Joe Budden is basically a bitch. He doesn't like Eminem. But anyways, those features, man, like they were definitely good. They were good features. I mean, the best songs in here are Premonition, Unaccommodating, You Gonna Learn. In Too Deep is a mix on a lot of people. For me, it was good. Godzilla, Darkness, Leaving Heaven, Ya Ya, Marsh, Little Engine, Lock It Up, No Regrets, and I Will. Those songs for me made this album, and this album was incredible. If Eminem were to just end his career, this would be it. This would be it for me. His worst songs though, I mean, you only have two. Those Kind of Nights featuring Ed Sheeran. I just didn't like that song at all. Farewell, either. I just thought they were unnecessary. But the other songs were actually good. They were actually good. So this is gonna be an A tier album. So yeah, guys, this is gonna be my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to do more of these, let me know in the comments. I'll do Logic, I'll do Kendrick, J. Cole, whatever you guys want me to do. I listen to a lot of music, so just hit me up, man, and let me know what you guys want. This is my opinion on the Eminem album tier list. And yeah, I think I'll be doing another one though. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out. But thank you guys for listening, and don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. And peace, man.